On the banks of the River Liffey in the middle of Dublin are a few blocks of shiny buildings looking a little out of place with the rest of the city. It's all called the Irish Financial Services Centre, and it's become the most extraordinary contrast to everything else here. If I were to say the words tax haven to you, you'd probably think of somewhere like the Cayman Islands, full of wealth and glamour and yachts. You probably wouldn't think about Dublin in Ireland, because it's the world's most indebted country and currently punishing its people with terrible financial hardship. And yet the extraordinary thing about Ireland is that it's simultaneously bankrupt and a tax haven. And there are thousands of companies based just over there which set themselves up here specifically to avoid paying billions and billions of dollars in tax. Here's some documents showing an employee at a major European bank based in Dublin incorporating a finance scheme known as an SPV, or Special Purpose Vehicle. These financial institutions may have assets worth billions, but they only exist on paper in Dublin. They employ nobody, and their business is all done elsewhere. Whatever state the rest of the Irish economy is in is entirely irrelevant to them, as they have no engagement with the people at all.
There's around 1,200 companies in this building here.
We found this tax campaigner offering a guided tour of what goes on in a financial services centre. There's almost $3 trillion worth of money sitting in here, being washed of tax in one of Europe's poorest countries. That's more than a dozen times more than the Irish economy generates every year.
This is a brilliant image of how they see Ireland today. It's your estate. Money comes in, it's washed of its tax obligations, and it goes right back out again.
Still, the whole arrangement is firmly supported by the current government.
If they weren't generating that €1 billion per year of revenue for us, and that's just out of financial services, the Irish taxpayer that we have would even be more difficulty, because we'd need to find that money elsewhere. We'd need to look at making further changes, which we don't want to make happen.
So while the Irish people face the prospects of austerity without end, their country has become the jurisdiction of choice for structured finance SPVs. Or in plain English, the political class here acts to help paper companies with global and legal tax avoidance. In many ways, the IFSC is a throwback to a time a few years ago when Ireland thought it was going to be rich. This tax haven is the only bit of that dream left standing. Lawrence Lee, Al Jazeera, Dublin.